I returned from my tour of duty to find that my sister, the only family I had left, had died under mysterious circumstances during a routine appendectomy. After 12 official appeals to the hospital were rejected, I went underground for 3 years. I clawed my way into the life of the city's wealthiest family, the Thorns, and became the fiancé of their heiress. At the altar during my own wedding, I put a bullet through my father-in-law's chest. Amid the screams of the wedding guests, I dragged his bleeding wife onto the dais and pressed the barrel of my gun to her temple. "Celeste," I said to my bride, "you have 15 minutes to give me the name of the person who murdered my sister 3 years ago. Judging by the bleeding from your mother's femoral artery, that's all the time she has left." My fiancée sobbed, begging me to stop. Her adopted brother screamed that he would see me rot in prison for the rest of my life. I ignored them. I pulled the trigger again, sending a round through my mother-in-law's left arm. "Clock is ticking, you have 10 minutes now." I knew with absolute certainty that my sister's killer was in this room. Another shot rang out and the wedding reception dissolved into pure chaos. People screamed and scrambled for the exits, some collapsed in fear while others huddled in corners staring at me in horror. Fiancée Celeste Thorne fought to control her trembling and took a shaky step forward. Her voice was a strained whisper trying for calm. "Jackson, please calm down. We are all heartbroken about what happened to Phoebe. But you can't hurt innocent people like this. You were a soldier. You know better than anyone that violence solves nothing. Your sister wouldn't want to see you become this." Before she could finish, her adopted brother Elias lunged forward, roaring with fury, only to be held back by the bodyguards. His eyes were bloodshot as he pointed at me, spitting venom. "Jackson, are you out of your goddamn mind? Your sister died because she hid her anesthesia allergy. The hospital's conclusion was final. Your 12 appeals were all rejected because the evidence was irrefutable. You planned this, didn't you? You wanted to ruin my fam. Parents treated you like a son, and this is how you repay them." Hearing this, the guests began to murmur their agreement, their voices a mixture of contempt and fear. "Is he insane? His sister died, so he gets to blame everyone else. Kidnapping and murder, he's a monster." I heard she didn't tell them she was allergic to the anesthetic. The hospital explained everything, but he refused to believe it. He filed a dozen complaints and got nowhere, and now he's doing this. If 12 appeals failed, it must have been an accident, right? If there was a killer, they would have found them by now. They had their version of the truth, I had mine. Sister Phoebe would never have hidden her allergy. Our parents died when we were young. I was 16 when I started raising my 10-year-old sister on my own. She was frail, always sick. Every pill, every injection, she was meticulously careful, terrified of something going wrong. The day I left for basic training, I stroked her hair and made her promise. "Listen to me, no matter what, if you ever have surgery, you tell them about your allergy. Don't you ever forget." She nodded fiercely. "I know, Jackson, I promise." The day of her appendectomy, I was on my final mission. I couldn't be there. All I could do was call and remind her one last time. "Don't worry, big brother," she said, her voice bright with laughter. "I've already told the doctor everything." But when I came home, all that was waiting for me was her cold, lifeless body. The hospital's official cause of death was cardiac arrest due to an allergic reaction to anesthesia. I didn't believe it. I demanded an autopsy. The medical examiner made a horrifying discovery. Phoebe's heart was missing. When I confronted the hospital director with the report, he just laughed and tore it to shreds. "Don't be ridiculous, Jackson. Your sister's body was already cremated. What proof do you have that her heart was gone?" I stormed down to the morgue, but it was too late. Her body was already being pushed into the incinerator. The next day, the medical examiner who had found the missing heart changed his story completely, insisting he'd never seen any such thing. I went back again and again, demanding answers. Each time, the director had security throw me out. The last time, he stood on the steps, looking down at me with contempt. "Give it up, Jackson. You're a nobody in this city. You can't move the mountains that stand in your way." I tried going to the authorities, to the media, but no one would listen. It was only later that I learned the truth. The hospital was owned by the Thorne family, the wealthiest and most powerful family in the city. They were the ones burying the
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.